Benny and the Jets. Oh my god, this is a big freaking box, man. It's a big freaking box, man. Hey, it's a big freaking box. Hey, how you doing? Is the new Heritage Ascent Plus any good? Welcome back to the mix. I'm ABD. Today we have an unboxing of a Heritage Ascent Plus H150 Guitar 2-on box for you. If you've been following the channel, you would know that earlier last year we took a look at the Heritage Ascent, the new affordable line of guitars from Heritage. This year they have a new addition to that line with the Heritage Ascent Plus. They have an H150, and a new addition to that line is their H535 hollow body guitar. So without further ado, we have a box and we have a knife, and we can open it up. Very large box. Got some big staples. So smaller box inside the big box. The Heritage Ascent series had a Heritage branded square box. This one's a little different. It was a big unbranded plain box. So in the new Heritage Ascent Plus line of H150s, they have three different finishes. They have a cherry burst, a lemon burst, and a blue kind of aqua burst. Very nicely packaged. You got more bubble wrap up here around the neck. You have bubble wrap around the body down there. And you have the whole thing wrapped in plastic, and then a cloth underneath that so it doesn't get scratched up. You have a bunch of cardboard up here. You have styrofoam around the switch tip. You have a rubber band holding it all neatly together. Very nice packaging, I do have to say. Inside here, you get some little goodies, case candy if you will, even though you don't get a case. You get strings. Not quite sure what strings. And then here you get a Heritage pick, a Heritage sticker, and then some tusk stuff and a cleaning or polishing cloth. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Right away I can tell you that it's heavier than the original Ascent. The original Ascent had an Akume body and a basswood top. This has a mahogany body and a maple top. This one also has a mahogany neck. The original Ascent had a maple neck and it was bolt-on. This is a set-in neck, and we can get to some of the other differences in just a moment. Let's go ahead and take this plastic off. Big, gigantic silica gel packet in there. I don't know if I've ever seen one that big before. I'm going to be eating good tonight. So here we have the Heritage Ascent Plus H150. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way because it is now time for the moment you've all been waiting for. Your first look. Ooh, that looks very nice and clean. You have a cherry burst finish with a flame maple top veneer. I would imagine not a full thickness maple cap. Then you have a mahogany body with a cherry stain on the back here, which looks killer. And you can already see one of the really great features of the Ascent Plus. They have a contoured heel joint right there, which even Gibson doesn't do on many guitars. You have to pay a lot of money to get a Gibson with a contoured heel joint like that. You also have the infamous parchment paper on the strings. Let's go ahead and take that off and make some cookies later with that. Ooh. That is a mighty fine looking instrument from Heritage Guitars in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Kalamazoo, Michigan. You also have covers on the humbuckers. Let's take those off. Let's go ahead and take this one off. Check that out, folks. All right, other differences that you have from the original Ascent. You have a real rosewood fretboard on this one. The Ascent had a laurel fretboard. You have jumbo frets on this. The other one had, I think, medium frets. The radius is actually interesting. You have a compound 12 to 16 inch radius on that. And the rosewood is killer. That's a killer piece of rosewood. Check that out. Not complaining at all about that. My goodness. Up here, you have a heritage-shaped headstock. Unlike Gibson, who makes you pay a whole bunch of money for a Gibson-style headstock, even though they just started putting them on their Epiphones for, again, a ton of money, Heritage gives you that heritage-shaped headstock no matter what on the original Ascent or the Ascent Plus. You also get a Graphtec Tusk XL nut right there, and no branding on the tuners on the back there, so they're not Grover or anything like that. You do have 1-ply cream binding, obviously no fret nibs, and alpha pots in there, which are not, are push-pull. You do have push-pull on this bad boy. I believe Alnico 5 pickups, which are probably voiced kind of vintage, underwound kind of thing, but we will find out in just a moment. You have Ascent Plus on the truss rod cover up there as well. Is that everything? I think that's everything. As far as the fit and finish, it's really beautiful. I don't see any imperfections or issues or scratches or hairs under the finish or anything like that. You might have a veneer on the back. You do have a belly cut on the back there. I don't know how many pieces of mahogany it is, but it's a nice looking neck as well. I believe you have a C-shaped neck, kind of thick. Kind of a thick neck, which feels good. That does feel good. It's definitely not in tune. So let's tune it up and then hear how it sounds. It almost, for some reason, it almost has like a nitro smell to it. Maybe they spray it with like a perfume, or it just smells like that because it was in the factory with other Heritage instruments. Let's go ahead and plug it in and hear briefly how it sounds. Yeah, that finish is pretty much flawless as far as I can tell. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, so we have it tuned up. Here's how it sounds acoustically. So we might need a little bit of a setup, but here's how it sounds clean on the neck. I swear this guitar smells like nitro, even though it's not a nitro finished guitar. So those pickups are actually hotter than I thought they were going to be. The setup might need some work. Let's go ahead and check the action. From the factory, we have an action of, at the 12th fret, very low action. Wow, holy shit. Like less than 2 on the low E, and almost 1 on the high E. So we have very, very low action, but we do have that compound fret radius from 12 to 16, so up here it gets really flat. It feels good. You might need a little bit of a setup as far as the pickup height, maybe. The intonation seems pretty good. The nut might need to be cut a little bit, I feel like, on the G. Or it might just be the strings are stretching. I feel like these strings are not very good. They feel kind of tinny. We can also split the pickups, so let's split the neck. Not too bad for a coil split sound. What we could do before we wrap it up is hear the pickups overdriven. Let's go back to the neck. So, a little muddy, maybe not the best pickups for high gain stuff, but I am going to give it a setup and see if that makes any sort of difference. But overall, the fit and finish of the guitar is pretty spectacular. An incredible piece of rosewood, really nice frets, no sharp ends, seemingly level frets. One of the issues that we had with the original Ascent is that we had a couple high frets, which means that it would have to be leveled to be totally playable. But here, you have a nice level fretboard with a compound radius like we talked about, a beautiful piece of rosewood, an actual Graphtec nut, and another issue that we had with the original Ascent is that these screws on the truss rod cover were stripped, but here they look just fine. So that's good. And grab the Ascent, the original Ascent I have right here. So here you have the original Ascent in copper. Again, maple neck, kume body, basswood top, laurel fretboard. This one has a volute on the back, but I think the pickups might be ceramic, but I'm not sure. But it's a beautiful guitar, I'll tell you that much. A very, very nice looking guitar, but the you have a couple high frets up here which make it a little bit of a bitch to play. I haven't gotten around to leveling it yet. And here, luckily, we don't have that issue. But there is the visual comparison of the difference. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that, please like or subscribe down below. If you're looking forward to more content featuring the Ascent Plus, you will find that on my channel in the coming days and weeks. But overall, check that out. Beautiful, beautiful guitar. And again, the Ascent H150 original, you can still get, and they've maybe worked out some of the issues that they had with the original run, but for the price, it's also pretty incredible. You can find more information at the link down below. You can get yourself one of these beautiful guitars. But thank you for watching, and until next time, play guitar and be awesome. Thanks again. She's got electric boots, a mohair suit, you know I read it in a magazine. Betty and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. I gotta be able to see this a little bit. Right. Benny and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. I'm a different person. I'm undercover. Like Clark Kent, put on the glasses, you don't know who I am. Different person, entirely. When I take them off, Superman. Back on. I'm just dorky Clark Kent. I don't know anything. Hey, Lois Lane, I'm a big dork. Take him off. Banana and the Jets. Today. What the f***? Are you joking? Alright. Get the f*** out of here with this shit. Oh. So there you have it. The original. Benny and the Jets. Benny. watching you. I can see you. I'm watching you.